Well, it's time for some more No Man's Sky, and we are playing the fifth phase today, and probably finishing up the third phase as well, of Polestar, the 8th expedition. And we're getting down to the end of it, too. I think we only have 8 days left as the time of recording this thing. So I got my cup of coffee, and all wired up on caffeine, ready to play some of this today. Right now, I'm just calling in some of the frigates that we had sent out last time. In this season, we had to send out 8 different missions, and I have one more round of this, and then I think we are done. So we're going to try to knock this out now. As actually sending out an expedition and then immediately recalling it does actually count as sending an expedition out. So you can get through it pretty quickly. But I actually did want the cash from the actual expedition. As we have been working our way up, I think we're getting pretty close to 20 million, which isn't bad for a short expedition like this. I was actually kind of surprised we made as much money as we did, as we weren't really even trying to. But I guess a lot of that can just be from the rewards off these different mile markers you hit through all the different phases. So, I'm going to go ahead and, request mine merge, and we'll just call this guy back real quick. And then I think that's going to get us our 8th one. After we, I guess we have to debrief, even though he didn't do anything. And we should be getting it any time. There we go. Can call this one back in, too. I guess after you abort, it counts? I'm not sure. I thought we had 2 left to go, but seems like we only called one back in and we still got credit for it. But that is part of the third phase that we're finishing up. We still have a little bit. We have one more pirate we need to knock out. But yeah, we got 200 tons of fuel. That will help us with some future missions. Explosive drones and some other goodies. Not bad. So pretty much stuff you can send out on your frigate missions. So now I guess I'll go ahead and send out some real frigate missions now that we've called back everybody. And let's do this 2-star. I don't think we have to get too specific here. The industrial, though, I guess is what this particular one is. So that's 2 different industrials we have. And that will actually be 5-star, not bad at all. Send them out, and then for my second, I guess we'll do an easy combat. We have 1 combat ship, and then we can send the support and the exploration with it, because why not? Yep, 2-star on a 1-star, that's perfect. Alright, so we have to see here what we have left. I know we need to get to rendezvous point 5, and we also need to read the log and stuff like that, but we'll check it out in a second. Also just kind of digging through the inventory and see what I got here. I have a plasma launcher. I don't really plan on installing it, right now at least. Okay, so yeah, we got that one more pirate. So I'm going to probably be looking for some pirate missions on the space station if we do a little traversing the Euclid galaxy on our way to rendezvous point number 5, which I think is probably what we should do next. Let's go ahead and focus on getting over there. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead a lot of the jumps I'm going to do, because I'm pretty much just going to hightail it all the way over there. But we can only do like 1 segment at a time, so it's going to be a lot of filling up warp and selling stuff to make sure I have enough warp cores. So, skipping ahead now to the future. We are now at rendezvous point number 5 in the Carriage system. And I guess first things first, we should probably go ahead and read the ship log, as that's the easiest one to complete, and might give us some goodies that would be helpful for the rest of this. Alright, arrived in the Carriage system. So we sail on, we still search. There is an infinity of worlds, but there is only one home. Okay. We are scattered, but we are not destroyed. The others are out there somewhere. Each warp, each scan, each signal analyzed. The odds are low, but not impossible. Alright, so we got log 5 done. That was fairly easy. And now we should probably also stop off at the space station here and unlock another slot in our inventory when we get a chance. We got the home world repeater. Not sure what that is. We'll check that out. Got some antimatter. Color orange. Always a nice little bonus. Though I am okay with the ship colors as they are. And see what else we have here. Okay, so this is the homeworld repeater. I guess we just press E on it, and it does its thing, it looks like. It's a makeshift device cobbled from salvaged electronic components kept in deep storage for many years. A jumble of wires attempts to make contact with the last known remnants of the freighter's homeworld. And I just have to press E to get that to happen. So we'll go ahead and do that. And it looks like we got a couple upgrades and stuff too, which I will eventually get to. But okay, I did press the E on it. Didn't see any effects showing that we've done anything, but I'm imagining once we jump into our ship, we'll actually see something happen. So let's head out, and well, I guess we'll kind of head in the direction of the rendezvous point number 5. And if we do come across something, I'll go ahead and cut back over, let you guys see what the device summoned up. All right, so here it is. We found what looks like a Dyson sphere, but it says the signal has led me to this huge ship, interstellar life raft drifting slowly away from whatever cataclysm consumed its home planet. As I smack into the life raft and destroy it with the nose of my ship. And the thing is like wailing on me. I wish you could put on the space brakes when you were reading stuff like this. So eventually there's a static response. Gravity divides us. The gravity will reunite us. There is a path. The message repeats. Looping mindlessly is the final broadcast alongside the worlds. The message appears to contain plans for some sort of technology. Do not feel the fate that befalls this life raft. How long and how far they made it, whatever this device is, it was their torch, their beacon, the thing that kept them going. I'm not sure what to tell the crew. Well, I don't know. Were we putting all our hopes into this life raft? That seems kind of silly if we were. And if there's no one on board, can I destroy it and harvest its inner workings? You know, maybe it's got some goodies on there. Okay, so we got a singularity engine, and I think this is the thing we need for like the last steps in Phase 5. So, okay, but it looks like it has some components that might be a little harder to come by. Now, I know I got the sulfide crystals already. We did lots of undersea stuff, and I've been hanging on to the sulfide crystals. Let's see, did we get anything for that? Oh yeah, we got 546 nanites, and we also got a 5-star rating from the Sentinels. So we're kind of in deep shit here. I don't really feel like fighting the Sentinels, not that I'm worried about losing, but it is annoying because it's like a never-ending battle. So I'm just going to hightail it over to the 5th rendezvous point, which I think I'm pointing at, but my marker has disappeared, I think, just because we're in the middle of being chased by a bunch of angry Sentinel fighters. Alright, I'm closer to the planet now, to rendezvous 5. And I'm guessing it's going to be another freighter sunk in the water, as that has been kind of the trend for like the last 2 that we've come across. But I kind of saw there where to land, though. It's not going to let me land because I am being pursued by Sentinel interceptors. So, as annoying as they are, I think I am going to actually have to take them out real quick, just so I can land my spaceship. And here they come. From the upper atmosphere, we'll just fire a couple of our phase beams at them. And hopefully that will take care of things. Nice thing about these phase beams, if you haven't played with them much on your playthroughs, or you're just watching the game, you don't play it, is every time you hit the enemy, it recharges your shields, which is one of the reasons why I like these weapons a lot. Just a whole lot less having to recharge your shields in the middle of battle is nice. Especially when you're not up at, you know, the very tippy-top min-max S-class ship. So that's a little tip for you if you guys are looking for a good beginner weapon. Definitely recommend checking out phase beams. And then once you take down a shield too, if you can pop over to torpedoes or rockets or whatever they call them, those are always usually really effective at kind of like finishing off a ship real fast. I don't have them installed on the Golden Vector on this account, but definitely have rockets on pretty much most of all my other ships on my main. And because another good thing you can do with rockets is when you're trying to clear out Sentinels from your town, basically if you just fire a couple rockets at the town center, it will take out all your Sentinels like instantly. So they do have some purposes. They're not just like a weak one fire and long reset weapon. I guess they do a lot of, you know, burst damage, and it's an area effect damage, so it's just really nice for taking out land units. Anyway, Going off on a tangent here, we got that done. That was the credit from the deep space thing we did earlier, where we basically nuked the life raft ship and pissed off everybody. I'm going to try to fly a little bit closer. I think it was over here somewhere that we were actually right on top of rendezvous point 5. Yeah, here we go. And you can see part of the freighter sticking out of the water. So I think this is probably about the best we can do for the landing. Let me just lightly land this right on top of a cactus. Beautiful. It's exactly what I was wanting to do. And to direct ourselves towards the nearest pool where we can use our handy-dandy submarine that we spent a lot of time on. So at least we can use our submarine for these like little instances at every rendezvous point. Grabbing a little coffee there. Alright, so let's get down here to the water's edge. It looks like that's the bridge, so I bet if we just kind of head over to that mast sticking out of the water and dump our submarine in here, we will be pretty much on track to knock out rendezvous point 5 pretty quickly. It's my flying submarine. Oh, now it's underwater. Needed to work on the water a little bit on this game, but man, what a fun game aside from a couple little nuisance annoyances. Alright, that was easy. We just kind of cruised over rendezvous point number 5 and got credit. Down here on the bottom of rendezvous point 5, and it looks like somebody took the time to unbury that vault, and I will happily take a multi-tool expansion slot. But yeah, most all the things you read here are just kind of a waste of time, so I'm just going to bypass reading the log from the broken down freighter, as it doesn't really add to the story. It's just kind of regular stuff, it says. Alright, and as always, reading the reward we just got sends us to the bottom like a rock, but we did get 3,333 more nanites, which will definitely come in handy. I've been wanting to buy some more tech upgrades and stuff, so that will be good for the Pink Vy'Keen. And let's head back over to the ship now, and we'll continue. I know we got to find that pirate. That's going to be important. And then we also just need to warp, slingshot, basically, perform a gravity slingshot, according to this thing. There's a little bit of components. I know I needed some cobalt. That basically will become ionized cobalt that I need for it. And then I think it was one of those warp cores for the freighter. And that's probably going to be the tricky part, because they take one of the storm crystals. And so I don't think I have any storm crystals on me, but I do know where to find them. So if we need to go hunt one down on a planet, we should be in good shape. Usually they appear on places with like activated minerals and resources, so we'll just look and see if any of these planets in this system here have an activated mineral. Alright, we're flying back over to the ship now that we are done with rendezvous point 5. And see what we can install and upgrade and all that good stuff. And I guess really we need to be hunting down storm crystals, so we need to do a little bit of planetary research here and see where we can go to find those storm crystals. Alright, let's jump out and we will head up to the bridge here real quick. Probably should just hit the planet scanner and see. There very well is probably somewhere in this system that you can get a storm crystal. I'm sure they would probably make it as easy as possible. Ionized cobalt, I can also do that now, I'm pretty sure. So we might as well get that knocked out. I'm going to go and throw the cobalt in the large refiner processor, and we'll give it a couple minutes here. Needs to get 120 of it. So we can head over and take care of some other stuff while this thing's pumping out some metal nuggets for us. Let's see. Looking, I know we had some stuff we could install. Oh, we have a cargo bulkhead. We could go ahead and do that. Expand our inventory size. So we'll do that real fast. And then I bet you we'll have enough processed by the time we get done with this that we can get 2 of the 3 things completed for installing that slingshot warp drive, or what do they call it? Singularity drive. Okay, let's run back over. Whoop, too far. Grab our ionized cobalt. And I guess we can stop. That's all we really needed. And let's see. Okay, so that will take care of this part. Alright, so let us see here what is next. I guess we better check real quick before we just take off to the next system and make sure nothing here looks like it might have ionized resources. I'm just seeing normal ones here listed, phosphorus, and none of the planets are like super extreme. Usually you're going to find things on like super hot volcano planets, or you know, super duper cold ones with intense storms. And so I didn't see any there, but let's look around and see if we can find another galaxy. Now, a lot of times when you're doing galaxy hunting that was got like a higher probability of a superstorm, you're going to look for like a low number planet, because it means it's going to be really hot there, like a 0 or a 1. So here's a good one. Only 2 planets in it, though, but it is a 3-star system, so I'm kind of interested in going there anyway, just in case we run into a cool ship or something. There's a higher chance of getting cool ships and those booming economies, 3-star economies. Alright, let's take a look and see what we got here for the 2 planets, if any of these look promising. We have Arctic planet, and we have an imminent core detonation. Now, see, that's pretty, what you're looking for is pretty much that, like an extreme planet like this. Also has aggressive sentinels. Let's check it out a little closer and see what we got here. So yeah, it's sulfurous inferno. That's really good. And a couple different. Hold on, I think I did see activated copper. Yeah, so activated copper is what you're looking for. Anything that's like an activated resource. If it was like activated indium, anything, you know, activated cadmium, that is pretty much going to be a planet that has storm crystals. So I think we found what we needed. So let's head down there to the planet and pick up what we need for like the last objective outside of killing some pirates. Well, look, that is not one of my ships, but it is an S-class, and it kind of looks cool. So, see, this is what I'm talking about. 3-star system. I think this is like one of the first times I've ever been in my garage and had a S-class pilot like pop in immediately. So I think I might actually buy this ship. It's kind of a neat-looking fighter, and I like the orange and green combo with the gray. And I don't think I have any fighters on my main account that have that kind of circular nose, which I think looks neat. So we'll go ahead and pick it up. It's a S19, only 3 million, but yeah, and I have 22, so I think it's well worth buying. And then if I decide to play this account later for some reason, I can always build this thing up pretty easily. So nice. Now we got a secondary ship. I guess that makes 3 ships. There's my original, and then the Golden Vector, which of course I've been working on. This thing's almost maxed out. I have like just a couple more slots, or 1 more slot on this inventory, it looks like, to fill in. And yeah, it's a great little bonus to have for finishing that first expedition. So if they bring that back and you haven't played through No Man's Sky's expeditions, I know last year, like around Christmas, they did that. I'd recommend checking out the first expedition to get the Golden Vector, as you can recall it at any time when you're playing a brand new save just by going to the anomaly and recalling it. Alright, we're going to land here real quick, and what the thing I'm looking for is a pirate mission. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my suit expansion, which I did, just doing the normal thing, and hey, look at this, I got a solar ship, and it's one of the Jackals too. It's kind of the style of solar ship I actually like. I also like the ones that kind of have the jet nose. I don't know how to explain it, but it looks like more like an F-15 fighter front. But these Jackals are pretty slick, and it's yellow too. It kind of fits my my character. So I think I might buy this too. I know it's only, I think, a B class is what I saw, but that means it's going to be cheap, and I can fix it up later. So, and I like that it kind of matches what I got going on with the theme here. And you got the Vesper sail. Nice thing about these solar ships is that extra little Vesper sail boost to the pulse engine makes them one of the most maneuverable ships and one of the fastest ships after you get them all the way built out. But I'm still going to use the Golden Vector for this, as I got it built out, and I know we got to fight some pirates. Alright, let's see, speaking of which, what we have here for pirates. We got Plucky Duel, and it looks like Hunting Pirates, 2-star, too. Interesting. So I'm going to go and take that mission, Looks like I get a little bit of cash and a Vy'Keen standing from it too. But more interestingly, I will complete that objective of killing 16 pirates. And I think we're at 15 of 16, so we really only need one. But I imagine it's going to be more than one. I guess we'll have to do a count when we get out here. But this makes it a lot easier, as you basically just have to fly over to the pirates' hideout and go pick a fight with them. So, and we should be in good shape. I mean, I'm pretty good on shields, and these phase beams are really nice. So let's go taking them out. We can actually take advantage of our squadron now too, that we've built up. I guess 3 ships at least. So it'll help us a little bit. Like I said, though, we usually do like 95% of the work ourselves, and the squadron just kind of fires a couple pot shots. All right, 1 down. Pirate 2 and 3. As my teammates are getting in my way, let's go ahead and strip their shields down. Wonder why they would have chosen to fight me in these big, bulky freighters. Not the best choice, pirates, but I'm not going to complain. Hopefully you kept some good loot on there for me to pick up once I destroy you. Another giant freighter. And this is pirate number 3, so we should be getting credit for this this phase 3 objective anytime now. I don't know if we have to get done with killing all the pirates here, but no, there we go. Yeah, because we're already at 3 kills and we only need 1, so we're at 18 pirates dead. Alright, 4th pirate. These guys kind of popped out of nowhere. I thought we were just going to do 3, but I guess being a 2-star mission, it's a little bit more complicated. Alright. Pirate in a shuttle. Definitely not one of my favorite choices for a ship. I don't think anybody says, ooh, shuttle's awesome. It would be neat if it, like in this next patch, 4.0, if they would do something with shuttles to make them kind of unique and cool. So it wouldn't just be like the worst of the variety of ships in all stats. I guess the one thing that the shuttles do have that is good is that they're small. You can find some shuttles that are like the small ship type, I think. Alright, we got a scientific ship. And it looks like these pirates just keep coming. I mean, what is that, 5 I just finished off? This is 6. And I think my squadron's still hanging out. Alright, 6 down. And we did get the one up on... Oh, wow, even more. Alright, these pirates are relentless. But like I was saying, those phase beams are really a nice asset, especially when you're not maxed out just doing regular dogfighting in a ship that's not, totally super tiered out. Though I would say that I am kind of more close to min-max than most ships would be. But yeah, if you look at my damage bar, you'll see my shields creeping back up as I hit these guys. So super convenient. Even though it takes slightly longer to kill enemies, like with the shotgun thing, what do they call that? I forget right now, but the fragment weapon, you can definitely kill enemies a lot faster. Yeah, pretty much most of the guns are going to be a little bit faster than this one. But this one, you don't have to recharge your shields as much. Alright, let's just keep on his tail. I hope this is the last one. This is like a never-ending fight. We got one more up here, but he's almost dead. Got him. Alright, let's see if we can get some of these drops too from the pirates. Alright. We defeated them. We've accomplished a plucky. We got a suspicious packet weaponry. Number 1. To check some of that out here shortly, but I think first, let's go ahead and claim our reward. That was definitely the hardest one, I think, that I've had to do so far, just because finding all the pirates that you need is kind of a pain in the keister. But there we go, and it looks like we unlocked all the base weapon types. So if we wanted to upgrade some of these ships I've bought in the last couple minutes, we'll have plenty of choices going forward. Okay, there's still my new Solar Sailor ship, but I'm just going to leave that there for now. Let's go turn in this reward real quick and see what we'll get from that. And then I think we're getting close to being done. We just need to go find the storm crystal. That actually might prove to be one of the more difficult things we have to do too. But I'm thinking we have the right system with what we saw on that planet. Okay, knocking that out. Looks like we got one extra standing for the Vy'Keen. And a pretty modest amount of coin for all the work we just did. I mean, we killed like, what, 9 pirates or something? That was insane. If you just did 2 of those, you could knock out the pirate thing in no time. Maybe that's a good tip if you're going to be playing through Polestar 8. Just go find the pirate missions, because those give you, I think, as many pirates or more pirates than the freighter battles do when you're jumping in. All right, here's the planet we need. It's called Phi Alpha, and getting close here. I think we're perfectly timed right now. Those clouds mean that this is right when a storm's happening. And from all the particles I see here too, it's going to be a superheated storm. So this is exactly when you'll find storm crystals. On some planet with activated resource and super duper storms, especially hot planets like this, there should be an abundance of storm crystals here. So we'll go ahead and pop out, as I'm not really spotting them from the air. I was hoping to fly over one and just pull off and just pop out and grab it. Oh, we have gravitino balls here on this planet too, so that is why all the Sentinels are going to be pissed, as they are super protective of gravitino balls. Okay, there's one gravitino ball. Let's look and see if we can find... Hey, there we go. Storm crystal, yeah. So they're always signified by a little lightning bolt. So let's get over there before the storm ends and pick it up. Oh, it looks like we lucked out and got 2 right here, too. Any others here? Yeah, there's another one over there. We could get more storm crystals, which is pretty... nice thing to collect for warp cells, basically, because these warp hypercores are hard to basically make because of those storm crystals. I'm just noticing how quickly my extreme storm shield is going down. Wow, look at it drop. So I think instead of picking up that storm crystal, I'm just going to go and jump back in. We have enough. We only needed 1, so let's get in before we have to worry about our health. And jump over here and see where the storm crystal is. There it is. Look at all these things we haven't used either. We, could upgrade our ship a little bit. Okay, I made a little room. We're going to go ahead and make our warp hypercore, which was the last component we need for that singularity drive. And it's complete. So we are ready to do the very last objective in Phase 5, and then that is pretty much just going to be it, except for collecting the actual rewards from Phase 3, Phase 5, and then for doing the entire expedition. There's, I think, an ultimate reward, which, if I remember right, was like a jellyfish or something like that, pet, which always looks pretty neat, so we'll check that out. These salvaged fleet beacons we could definitely throw in our ship, and that's going to make our expeditions, or frigate expeditions, more efficient. So we'll go ahead and make a little bit of room here while we're flying over. And we might as well throw these all together. If you put them next to each other, you get like a little adjacency bonus, so it will actually be more efficient than the combination of them by themselves. So we got 45 more expedition speed, I think it said, and then with the bonus too, it's going to be a little bit more than that. So we got some suspicious packets. Oh, look at that. We got a warp hypercore out of the suspicious packet. I guess all we really needed to do was just open up those suspicious packets, and they were probably intentionally going to give you a warp hypercore. I just didn't even think to look there. But oh well, at least if you don't have the same luck, or you sold your suspicious packets, you can use this video to find your own storm crystals with those tips I gave you. You might even be able to find this exact system, because it's not that far away from where the 5th rendezvous point is. You just have to look around a little bit. Alright, well, I guess what we need to do next is go up and talk to the captain. And this is how you actually use the slingshot, is you have to talk to him. You can't just engage it from the warp panel. Okay, it looks a little different, doesn't it? It's a little bit more colorful warp pattern. So more like, I guess, going through a black hole, which is different. It's kind of neat. So I wonder if this is going to be like a feature in the future. You can like basically go into black hole mode, and it doesn't really direct it or target it anymore, but if you want to jump like a long distance, maybe you won't have to go find a black hole. All right. Wow, that's a pretty good distance we traveled. Traveled 1,289,000 and some additional light years. Nice. All right, Expedition Phase 5 is complete, and we also completed Phase 3 a little earlier. And we've also completed the entire expedition now. Nice. So I guess let's check out some of the things we got for the things we wrapped up in this episode. And we'll go ahead and wrap it up for this time. I did enjoy making this series. I think I'm going to probably plan on doing this again when Expedition 9 comes out, whatever that will be. And we'll create some kind of new avatar to take it up. Okay, so we got the Expedition 5 and 3 rewards. Let's do 3 first here. We got the Navigation Archive plans. We got some blueprints for both the Burning Barrel and the Navigation Barrel, and then also this little computer, which is neat. It's kind of a suspended computer. I'll have to install some of those on my main freighter. Alright, let's go ahead and claim the Completion Phase 5 reward, which is the Seeker title. And what else did we get? We got another nice decoration for the wall, which I'll definitely be using on my main account for sure. And the Seeker title, that's kind of neat. I usually use Iteration 1, as I'm one of the original players, and I just like that one. Okay, we had a 5th phase reward I hadn't actually claimed yet, so we'll get that done. And looks like it's going to give us a bunch of new warps we can install. And fortunately, it looks like they tape those warp cores that we have a couple extra of, so if I want to install those, it's going to be slightly easier now that we've got some storm crystals. And got another S-Class upgrade. So let's see here. I guess we're going to go and install some of these S-Class upgrades for the hyperdrive next to it. I'm just moving things around a little bit to make it a little less cluttered. What else? This thing we can just get rid of. Alright, turn it into cadmium. Also, we got some multi-tool expansions we could definitely use at some point. And let's see, I guess we need to claim the entire Expedition 8 Polestar reward, which is that jellyfish egg, I believe. Yeah, Child of Helios Companion Egg. And then that's it. Yeah, Expedition is officially over. Nice. Alright, well, I had a good time. Hope you guys have all enjoyed watching the Expedition too. You know, we might as well go check out what this Child of Helios egg looks like, seeing as the entire expedition is built up for this one reward here. Of course, it's for all accounts, so I like doing these expeditions as you get to use these when you have a brand new account, just by going to the anomaly and basically downloading them onto each of the save files you have. This looks pretty good. We're going to go to this Paradise Island, probably on a Paradise planet we've already visited. It's not my base, but someone else's, and we'll check it out real quick. Oh yeah, I remember this world. It was one of the prettier ones because it had the glowing grass and everything. And man, we hit it right at sunset too. Pink and yellow, kind of fitting for my Pink Vy'Keen. This would be a pretty cool place for a base. I'll have to see if I can find something. A lot of times I'll just find like a trade station and set up on there, or one of the archive facilities if I can find one of those. All right, but we didn't just come here to check out the pretty sunset. We also wanted to check out the brand new pet. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and get rid of that one pet just so I don't have to spend more nanites. And let's see what this Child of Helios looks like. Kind of perfect setting for it here with the glowing grass. Where'd it go? It vanished out. Oh, I guess it instantly appeared above my head for whatever reason. Let's get a little bit of food, and we got Wing Ella. I guess it's the jellyfish's name, and man, that does look pretty awesome. Wing Ella, the glowing jellyfish on the glowing planet. All right, awesome. Well, that pretty much wraps things up. Like I said, I will be doing the 9th expedition, which should be coming out pretty soon. We only got a couple more days in this one. And I might also be putting out a video with my main account. Maybe I'll show off that a little bit in the meantime. And what else? I do have a video I've been working on for Kenshi for a long time. It's actually been sitting around forever. I could probably finish that up if you guys are interested. You can let me know in the comments. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up the video, and then leave a comment if you're feeling extra brave. Love to hear from you guys. And appreciate you watching along. It was a lot of fun, and definitely check out No Man's Sky if you haven't had a chance, if you're thinking about playing it, or if you do already, you might let me know too. Anyway, that's it. I'll see you guys very soon. And check it out. Wingella looks like is floating around in space. I didn't know that was a thing. Alright guys, see you next time. Later.